Evan, we around the same. We in the same ballpark with it though, man. Yo, if y'all ain't never put nothing in the comments before, we definitely want to hear it this time. Let me know how y'all feel about that Jim Jones album, man. We always in the comments.
One of the last of a dying breed. You know where hip hop live without the skinny jeans. That's why I walk with a different walk, fought with a different heart, talk with a different walk.
Yep.
This gonna be one of those reviews where I'm gonna talk about it a certain way, and then like my rating at the end probably gonna be completely different than the way I talk about it and shit. Because yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, yo, going into it, you know, I heard the one song with Jadakiss. I'm like, which is the second song on the album after the intro. So it's really the third track on the album. I heard that song, so I was like, yo, damn, this shit, I like this. So then I pulled the mixtape up, listened to the first song on the album. I'm like, hold up. I like two Jimmy songs. I don't like now. I'm on record. I'm not a Jim Jones fan. I'm not a Dipset fan. You know what I mean? I'm very limited on Dipset music. You feel me? So fuck it. Let's check it out. Yo, I feel like it's a cool project. It's an okay project. You know, I feel like his beat selection was fire. Some of his beat selection remind me of like some Blueprint, Jay-Z shit. You know what I mean? Like his beat selection was fire. It started out good to me, even with the intro, the Bronx Tale intro, the Wasted Talent intro, going into it. It started out good, yo, and then probably like halfway through, it just like, Jimmy, why 18 tracks? You're not good enough for 18 tracks. You know, you're not gonna keep my interest for 18 tracks, yo. You know, and it got to the point where it started getting boring. Yo, out of respect for Jimmy, out of respect for the review, I did listen to it for a few times. I mean, I did listen to it a few times, you know. So this ain't no one listen joint. So, you know, I can appreciate some of the tracks on there, but it started out a whole lot better than the way it ended. You know, let me just say that. Or at least it just was too repetitive. It's featured up. It's featured up.
Yeah.
Damn near every song got a feature, even if it's a hook. Damn near every song out. You know what I mean? It's featured up though.
Yeah. I like this shit with the features on it. What was Yo Gotti on there?
Yo Gotti is on here. That was
Yeah, I like
cool.
that.
That wasn't one of my favorite tracks.
No, it wasn't one of my favorite tracks, but it was
Yeah, a
my
lot of
favorite.
them was good tracks. A lot of them was okay. Like a lot of this was okay. That's why I was like, I don't really have nothing negative to say about it because it wasn't like trash. A lot of it was okay. You know, like yo, I like the joint, the banging joint. Why you laughing?
Guys, you got the. I feel your reaction. You like it's okay. You don't know what to say about it. But the
Fact.
thing, it's probably because you feel because I'm not a Jimmy fan. You know, I'm not a Jim Jones fan. You know, I didn't jump on the ball and bandwagon when he dropped ball and shit like that. You know, so I never really liked his music. But at the same time, this shit wasn't bad. Like you said, the first track. When I listened to the first track, I was like, oh, all right. I was like, all right. Now listen to it. Listen to the rest of the tracks. I had a couple in there. I liked the one with Jadakiss, the one with Yo Gotti, and I think it was another one. It was somebody else featured on there. I kind of want to say Davies.
Yo, it sound like Dave East. It's not Dave East though. I know what you're talking about. I thought it was Dave East too. I had to look it up. Like, yo, hold on, is that Dave East? No, it ain't Dave East, yo. Yeah, that's Dave East would have fit perfect on there. But yo, the dude Trav, whoever Trav is, he did his thing on there.
Yeah. All right, that's his name,
Yeah,
Trev.
he did his thing on there. I like that song. Even the next joint banging, right? I made this banging kind of famous though. I made that banging kind of famous though. That
Yeah,
joint, you know what I'm talking about?
that one was rocking.
Yeah, that's what I'm
The
saying.
other
So at this
one,
point, right, we at what?
I hustle with my gators on.
Yo, so right now, including the intro, we at track 5, and I like it. You know what I mean? Like it's cool. It ain't, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, okay, Jimmy. You know, okay, Jimmy. It's like
Right,
that
right.
right now. You know. So then We got the next joint with your boy. Your boy on here.
Over Cameron.
It was cool. It wasn't bad. It was cool. You know
Right.
what I mean? He had the little auto tune YFN on there. You know, your boy YFN Lucci.
So that's that one. That's that one.
All right, so then we got the next joint, Got to Be Real. And I think this the joint about Chrissy. If I'm not.
It really feels like you never left. If we kill each other, we just end up on heaven's steps. Hear me, Chris?
Even that song, yo, it wasn't bad. It's not my favorite song in the world, but it was cool. I was expecting worse from Jimmy. Let me say that. And then as it go on, you know, it goes on. Then he got the Adidas joint.
Ain't nothing like a new well. Same color, got 2 pounds. Ain't nothing like a new well. Same color, got 2 pounds.
I'm selling crack in my Adidas.
Yeah, that's right there.
It was cool. It was cool. You know what I mean? And then it just goes on. Like the joint with Cameron, it was alright. I ain't really care for it. Joint Bag Talk was corny as shit. I did not like Bag Talk at all. Bag Talk was my worst song on there. I ain't the one bonus track with I'm still Dipset, Nick still Dipset with Joe Santana on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This shit I like this. So it was cool, y'all. That's what I got on it, yo. I ain't gonna hold y'all niggas up no more talking about this shit.
Yeah. I liked it. It was cool. I feel the same way. I was surprised. You know, that's why I'm like shocked. Cause I'm surprised. And, I liked it like that. Cause I'm not a Jim Jones fan, man. Just ain't.
What'd you give it though?
I gave it a. See, I'm like on the fence.
I told you, yo, it's one of those. It's one of those. I'm firm. I'm firm with my rating. I'm firm with mine though. I'm firm with
You
mine.
pumped it?
Huh?
I'm gonna rate this based off of. I don't think I really wanted to hear 18 tracks. He could have gave me 10. I'd have been straight.
He'd have got a whole better rating. He'd have stopped at like 10, even 12.
He'd have gave me 10. I'd have been straight. And then, because that'd have been most of the album. You know, because I like a lot of shit on there. So, and then I want to hear something else from him. I want to hear something else. I want to hear his next project. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
This was good enough to make you check that'll make you press play on his next project.
I will press play on his next
You don't
project.
say that often. You don't say that often. That's what's up.
No. And I'm definitely gonna tell somebody, check Jim Jones out.
Okay.
You know.
Look at Jimmy.
So I want to hear him do better. So I'm on the fence, but I'm about to fall back into a 7.5.
Now look, I totally understand what you're saying because that's what I said. I haven't said nothing negative about it, but I'm
Right.
giving it a 7. You know what I mean? And I gave it a solid 7. I was on the fence. I was on the fence in between the 7.5 and the 7, but I gave it a solid 7. After like my third time listening to it, I'm listening to his lyrics. It just really wasn't there. You know what I mean? Jim Jones had like a cool flow that matched the beats and shit that kind of could keep you into it, but it can kind of rock you to sleep a little bit after hearing it for so long. And then he got like every hook, every song got the singing chorus on it, no matter if it's Alexa, Eric Billinger, whoever, you know what I mean? So it just, not every one of them, but it was a lot of them in there. So it was cool though. That's what I'm saying. It was a good 7 though. It's a 7 that is worth checking out though. It's worth to listen. You know what I mean? It's one of the ones where somebody that like Dipset, they might give that joint like a 9. Like, yo, this joint is fire. Like, you know, somebody that's a Jimmy fan, they might really fall for that one. It's a 7
Yeah.
for me, man. You know, and
Well, shit, I was going to give it an 8. But I'm like, you got to show me something else. I want to see something else. Maybe you give me an 8 the next time.
I'm gonna tell you why I couldn't give it an 8. Cause I listened to it and I'm playing 2K, so I'm not doing nothing. I'm playing 2K, listening to it, and I don't know what track it was, but I think it was like the one with Eric Billinger right around that time, which is like halfway through. I was ready to start skipping shit. I was like,
All right, let's
this
get to
was
the
my
next.
second time listening to it, and I remember like, all right, yo. So that's why I definitely can't give it an 8 because definitely ain't that. But that's what it is, man. Jim Jones wasted talent. I give it a 7, but it's a strong 7. It's the strongest 7 I've ever given on here. It's the strongest 7 I've
Your
ever
7,
gave.
his 7 is strong as an ant.
Yeah, facts, facts. So look, Tim give it a 7.5. I give it a 7. We around the same. We in the same ballpark with it though, man. Yo, if y'all ain't never put nothing in the comments before, we definitely want to hear it this time. Let me know how y'all feel about that Jim Jones album, man. We always in the comments. I'm DJ Big Diesel, man.
I'm just telling.
Back.
One of the last of a dying breed. You know where hip hop live without the skinny jeans. That's why I walk with a different walk, fought with a different heart, talk with a different walk.